Okay, we are on SB44. Let's take a look at number 4. In this problem, there is two people, Lisa and Frank, and they're going to share a third pound of cherries equally. So what fractional part of a pound will each person receive? So for part A, Molly wrote this equation: 2 divided by 1/3 equals n. Do you agree with Molly's equation? Support your answer with information from the problem. Okay, so when you divide, it's very important when you divide and subtract that the numbers go in the correct order, or else you'll get a different answer. So if we started with 1/3 pound of cherries, and we're taking that and equally sharing it between two people, then we are taking 1/3 and dividing by 2, and that will give us our cherries. This is flipped, okay, and will not give us the correct fraction because we're starting with 2 whole, and that wasn't the case. We're starting with a fraction, 1/3 of a pound of cherries. So 1/3 divided by 2 equals n. So I would say I do not agree with Molly because the numbers should be switched. Okay. And then I could find the answer. Remember, when you divide a fraction, you have to go numerator over denominator and then numerator over denominator. So I'm going to put this over 1, and then I keep the first number. I change the divide to multiply, and I flip this number, find the reciprocal. And that would equal 1/6. And that would make sense that they each get 1/6. For this answer, I would put that over 1, keep the first one, change this one, and flip that. That would equal 6. So I do not think that if they started with 1/3 of a pound, there's no way they could end up with 6 pounds each. That would be impossible. So this is the correct equation. Let's take a look at B. Noah drew this diagram to solve the problem. Can Noah use his diagram to find the fractional part of a pound of cherries? So here we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, okay, pieces. And if I look here and I do this, that's 3 pieces, right? That's 1, 2, 3. And then it looks like Noah cut each piece into half because there would be 2 people, right? So could he use this diagram to find the fractional part of a pound of cherries? Yes, because this shows how much each person gets. So yes, Noah's diagram works because he showed 1/3 and shaded half of 1/3 to indicate how many fractional parts of a pound of cherries each person will get. My answer is 1/6, right? That's what I got up above, and that shows 1/6. So I think that this works. Let's take a look at number 5. Kayla has 1/4 of a cup of oil, and she pours the same amount into each of 2 oil lamps. Which equation represents the fraction of a cup of oil that is in each oil lamp? So she started with 1/4. Okay, I'm going to just write this out. She started with 1/4. She's pouring the same amount into each of 2 oil lamps, which means like she's dividing them up by 2. That's going to give me my number, okay? When I do fractions, when I divide fractions, I keep, put this over 1, right? Keep, change that, and I flip that. Okay, let's see if any of these apply. The first one, now, like I said before, it's very important for the correct number to go first. 1/4 has to go first because that's what she started with. So anything that doesn't have 1/4 first, I'm going to just cross off because it's not correct, okay? Oh, this one does not start with 1/4. Okay, now this one looks just like this, right? So this works. 4 divided by 2. No, because that answer would equal 2, and this answer, whoops, and this answer equals 1/2. When I get this answer, this equals 1/2. So that would not work. 1/4 divided by 2, that's that answer right there. So B and E. And that is it for SB44. If you're hooking in for some answers, there we go.